We already made sure that the fill plug will loosen up before we drain our pan. So we have another problem. These are 1/2 inch bolts. Just loosen them all up and drain out the pan. Be sure to leave the top ones till the very end so you can drain out the pan, because you don't want that smelly gear oil on yourself. It's nasty stuff. Remove all the bolts except for the top two. Just loosen them up. You can just pry it open, and there he goes. Just drain it all out. Remove the old gasket. Just clean up the mating surfaces, both the cap and the differential itself. It's supposed to have about 3 quarts of oil. Mine was leaking, so obviously there was a lot less. I think that's what was activating the limited slip, maybe. Not too sure about that yet. But yeah, just make sure it's clean, and clean the cap. Once you got the lid off, just put it somewhere. You can spray it with
brake clean. I believe this is the first time I've done this to this truck. I think I've cleaned it before. First time stepping out the differential area. Come on, damn it.
As per the instructions of this RTV, it's supposed to take about an hour before you actually, I guess you can mate it right now. Make sure the surfaces are clean to the differential. It's going to take about an hour before I can actually torque it up to specs. However, it actually says it takes about 24 hours for cure time. I need this truck in about 5 hours up and running. That's why I got a little sloppy with the beads, but that should do. Anyways, I plan on replacing the cover with actually a performance one that has a peephole where I can tell. You could tell where the oil's supposed to be at and where it actually started diminishing. And I didn't drain out 3 quarts. I know that much. It's probably less than a quart. And that's maybe why when I would turn, the truck would rattle and shake. It's probably the limited slip. I might have to replace those clutch, but we'll find out. While I'm waiting for the Permatex to cure on the cover, decided just to look inside and make sure there's no metal shavings. Looks pretty clean. No damage to the splines back there. Everything seems to be okay. I think those are the clutch discs right there. They also seem to be okay. It's probably just low on oil. We'll find out. Okay, it's been about an hour, so now I'm going to tighten up the remaining bolts. Once all the bolts have been bolted down, tightened, you see all the form of gasket coming out through the edges. Should be good to fill within 24 hours according to the recommended wait time for curing. But I need this truck today, so I'm just gonna go for it after 3 hours of waiting. I'm still probably gonna change the cover for a Mag High-Tech, or probably the AFE one, the one that has a clear sight glass so you can see the oil level. I shouldn't have any problems. I just needed to tow 300 miles today and that's it. Differential oil fill plug is on the driver's side, front driver's side of the differential. Some of them, according to the book, they might be on the cover, but this one's in the front driver's side. Like I said, I should have made sure, which I did, that this thing would come out before changing or dropping the oil. It's got some metal shavings in it. Let's see how it works. According to the Haynes book, you're supposed to use your little finger to check the level of the differential oil. I'm going to use the Mobil 175, 140. LS is supposed to be for the limited slip, so I shouldn't need to add that additive that Ford requires. These 3 bottles should be enough to get me to that level. I also cut out a piece of 1/4 inch tubing so I can stick it on top and make it easier to pour. Differential fill plug did have quite a bit of shavings, but considering it's 200,000 miles and throughout its lifetime pulling a D3 dozer, I don't think it's that bad. The gears look relatively good. Okay. Now let's fill the oil up. The good thing about having that clear hose is being able to see when you're done with a quart of oil. Now this oil is real thick, so it takes a while
to fill up.
Alright, it starts dripping. It's all to the rim. Now it's time to let it settle and maybe top it off and then put some Teflon on that filler plug and bolt it back up. This was a differential oil recovered from the oil change. As you can tell, I mean, that's maybe a quart and a half at most. I was able to fit almost 3 quarts in it. Now we go for the test drive to see how it worked. I'm just going to use some thread sealer like Teflon to put on the plug. I'm not going to use any thread lock. I think it shouldn't need thread lock. For right now, I'm just going to use that and plug it up. Alright, just put a dab about it around it and seal it up. That should do it. Finally, just clean everything up and take it for a test drive. While I had some time, I also made sure that this right here is the breather. Make sure it's the axle's breathing, because maybe that could be a reason why it blew that seal right there on the pinion seal. That could be a reason for it to start leaking from there or from your differential cover in the back. I mean, it builds up pressure once you're driving around, and it needs to release it somehow. And if that if it's plugged up, your breather, something's gonna give. So just make sure you can blow through that hose right there. It's actually connected to like a little manifold in the back. It's on the rear driver's side. Make sure it's not kinked or plugged up. That's it.